4 times.
I was really poor. I'm ashamed to say it, but I shoplifted then. I worked full-time, even overtime, but did not have enough money to live.
She was working for a publishing company but couldn't make ends meet. Now she works at an NGO, but since the pandemic, the stress she felt then is now back.
My salary was cut, and I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I constantly feel a sense of crisis that I might fall back into poverty.
Japanese women are bearing the brunt of job losses from the pandemic, often working in industries like hotel, food service, and retail.
Japan has been ignoring women. It's a society where the weakest people are cut off first.
In October, more Japanese died of suicide than from 10 months of COVID-19, partly driven by suicide among women, which increased 80% from the previous year.
They are suffering so much, they just feel it's better to die.
Kokiozura started a mental health hotline in March. 70% of the people asking for help are women.
They lost their jobs and they need to raise their kids, but they don't have any monies. They attempt to suicide.
His nonprofit receives about 200 messages a day. Koki says his 600 volunteers are not enough to keep up with the volume.
And I've been messaging, accept messages like, I'm raping by the father, the real dad. Or my husband tried to kill me.
Wow,
Yeah.
because of the pandemic.
Because of the pandemic, yes. Because before the pandemic, they had like the place that they can escape, like the schools or the office.
Japan has long struggled with one of the highest suicide rates in the world, but the number had been decreasing up until the pandemic. The government has invested in suicide prevention, but Eriko says it also requires changing society.
It's shameful for others to know your weakness and misery, so you hide everything and endure. We need to create a culture where it's okay to show your weakness.
Several Japanese celebrities have taken their lives in recent months, which often causes an increase in suicide in the general public. Hana Kimura, a 22-year-old professional wrestler and reality TV star, died of suicide after a barrage of hate on social media. Hana's mother says the pandemic has compounded the challenges for women.
The women used to take care of children and the household. Now they have to work as well. So all the social strain piles up on the women.
Now in her 40s, Eriko is much better at dealing with her anxiety and hopes that by speaking publicly about her fears, more people will do so and realize they are not alone before it's too late. Selena Wang, CNN, Tokyo.